Hey guys, it's Kaylee. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. We have another thrift haul today, but before we get started with the thrift haul, I wanted to say thank you so much for everyone that has subscribed to my channel. As of right now, currently making this video, I'm at 499 subscribers, so about to hit 500, which I am really excited about. Once I hit 1,000, I'd like to do a giveaway. Let me know down in the comments below if that'd be something that you guys are interested in. And if you are interested, what kind of giveaway would you be interested in? I was thinking either a shipping supplies, maybe some thank you stickers, some of the clear poly mailers, or we could even go another route and do a box of thrifted clothing that you guys can resell. So drop a comment down below, and thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kaylee. I'm an online reseller. I find used clothing at thrift stores and I flip them online for a profit. My channel is about teaching other people to resell and make money online. All the links that I mentioned in the video are down below in the description. You can click on the link tree down below and it will pop up my eBay and Poshmark closet if you're interested in viewing. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions or you just want to say hi. You can also send me a message over on Instagram. If you like this reseller content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you get notified when I make new videos. Let's jump into today's video. Okay, so everything except for one item today are women's clothing. So hopefully you're interested in seeing some women's clothing today. I have this in no particular order. I am just going to grab and go. So this first one is a dress by the brand THML. Size large, which I believe is a brand that is sometimes sold at Anthropologie. Regardless of that, I just really loved the style of this dress. It is very, very on trend. And if not this style sold at Anthropologie, it certainly looks like something that would be sold at Anthropologie. I did do comps on this brand and sweater dresses, and they seem to be doing pretty well. This one in particular, I think I'm going to list a little higher just because of the style. So I believe, I'll have to double check, but I think there might be a bit of wool blend here, but it's got these fringe details, this faux leather trim, this print pattern, and then it's also got the fringe detail at the bottom, long sleeve. That detail goes throughout the back. So I was really happy when I found this dress. I think it is very on trend and a great transition from the spring summer trends where we've got that really bohemian styles with lots of print and lots of fringe, and transitioning into fall and winter. Next piece is this Ralph Lauren size medium women's waffle knit cowl neck. I guess I would call it a sweatshirt, maybe a sweater, but I always pick up Ralph Lauren waffle knits like this. So this is a waffle knit. This makes this incredibly lightweight and again a good transition piece between the warm weather moving into fall. Cowl neck seems to always be on trend, and especially when it's got the drawstring. Another reason I got this was because it did have the branding. Whenever something has a branding on the outside, typically that does mean it is a higher quality piece, so something to keep an eye out for. Next piece is a line off of Lucky brand. It is called Lucky Lotus, size large, and they typically make sweatshirts from all the ones that I've seen. This is a really, really soft sweatshirt, very grungy, kind of washed out style. And main reason I picked it up were for these contrast sleeves. There's actually two cutouts, and then it goes back to solid here and at the cuff. Again, it's meant to look this distressed, different discoloration. I'll definitely be putting the word grunge in the title. Love the contrast sleeves. In general, in all brands, mainly Free People is what I'm thinking of, but where it has this contrast cuff, I noticed that's been really popular this year. If I don't keep this for myself, I will be listing it, but I really like it and I thought it was really on trend. Next one is a piece that took me a second to figure out. So at first I thought this was just a regular vest, but then I noticed there was a hole in one of the sides and I thought, uh-oh, that might be a flaw. but it turns out that this other piece goes through it to kind of drape and hold it together. This is a vest top by the brand Logo by Lori Goldstein, size medium. I pick up this brand a lot, so you've probably heard me mention it before, but I try to stick to pieces that have something a little bit substantial to them or are unique. I've never seen one like this that has that wrap through. It has pockets and it's a really beautiful dusty lavender color, and it has the chiffon detail around the neck and down through that detail that wraps into each other, and then just kind of plain on the back. Great layering piece for fall. Next is the brand CP Shades. You might, okay, yeah, you are going to be able to. I was going to say you might not be able to tell because the lettering is really dark in contrast or lack thereof with the background, so sometimes it's hard to read. I'm pretty sure I passed on this brand a bunch of times for that reason, that I just couldn't read it. But since I had picked up one of these and realized what it was, I've since been picking up this brand. This brand can do really well. Some of their pieces are linen, but overall I think they are kind of an oversized, relaxed feel kind of style. This is like a tunic dress, long sleeve, and it's got these interesting pocket details on both sides. I don't know if you can see that drop down pretty far. This relaxed look is very on trend, especially with the pockets. Some of these pieces can go for really, really good money pre-owned, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research into the specific style name. Next is a sweater by the brand Free People. I feel like we all know this brand by now, but I always want to show it in case you don't. It might not focus, but this little metal piece right here, here we go, says Free People. This one's a size extra small, and I always want to tell beginners to be careful because there's another brand that has a tag just like this. I mean, exactly like this. Even the skinny size tag that comes out of it looks exactly the same, but the brand is Poof, P-O-O-F. So you want to be really, really careful that it does say Free People and you're not picking up Poof, because I have done that in the beginning of my career. So this is an extra small knit sweater. I would consider this a marled knit. A lot of different colors throughout here. I just thought it was really interesting. It has the peplum details down here. It kind of gives me a very peasant shape, like the peasant tops. And then it just has two buttons here, which I think contrast nicely. I don't know, I just thought it was really interesting and I liked it. I will search the style name on the inside if I can find it and see exactly what this is going for. Otherwise, I'll just list accordingly using other similar styles. Here's a brand that is the first time I've ever found this brand, but something about the tag told me it might be worth quite a bit. So this tag obviously looks like a very, if you ever see tags like this where they look very almost handmade, or you can tell they took a lot of time, like you can see there's the lace detail behind it, chances are it's probably a decent brand. So this is called Farmhouse, I can't read it, Farmhouse Frocks, that's what it is right here. Size medium, and I'd never heard of this brand before, but again, when I saw the tag I thought it might be worth something. So this is just a denim, well, I guess chambray button-up top with this lace detail at the bottom. And then on the back, we've got some kind of crochet knit detail stitched on. This brand was doing pretty well. Certain pieces I think did better than others, but I have just recently sold a jacket by Pilcrow in the letterpress, which looked almost identical to the shirt. So I do think the style is very on trend. Again, I'm going to do more research into the specific style, but from what I saw, this is going to do pretty well. but I would definitely say Farmhouse Frocks is a brand that you want to look out for if you've never heard of it. Next is this piece by J. Jill. This is one of my bread and butter brands. And kind of like Lori Goldstein, sorry, this is the size medium, I didn't say. Kind of like Logo or Lori Goldstein, I'm very selective on what I pick up. I try to get something unique or something substantial. This is both for me. This is a duster length cardigan sweater. It kind of has, I want to say like it's like terry cloth, but I might be incorrect with the usage of that term. I need to look that up. It feels almost like a towel, kind of. Is that terry cloth? I think it is. Again, I could be wrong about that, but I like the mixed prints. Mixed prints in dresses and jackets and lots of things do really well for me, and I think it's a term that people are searching for. So whenever I see something with mixed prints that has a very artsy feel, I'll usually at least do comps on it. This has really pretty shades of blue, green, and gray. And again, this brand historically does pretty well for me, especially when it's in a more substantial piece. So for that reason, I picked this up. This is another brand that I love picking up. I pretty much almost always pick up this brand when I find it, even if there is a little bit of pilling or a little bit of wear, because it seems like people don't really care about that. The brand is Spiritual Gangster. And this is a size extra small. Might have come from the same person that donated that Free People top. This is just a sweatshirt. I found a lot of Spiritual Gangster sweatshirts recently. They're all selling for about the $30 to $35 mark pre-owned. And like I said, even if there is a little bit of wear, I don't find that that really deters the buyer too much. This has a tiny, the slightest amount of pilling, but it kind of goes along with the grungy colors that this has, so I wasn't worried about it. It says Wild Things. And then on the back, it just says Spiritual Gangster. And this is just where the tag is stitched on. That's not a hole. So I'm hoping for similar sale price for this one. The only men's piece I have is this Brooks Brothers sweater. And you can see it is made out of extra fine Italian merino wool, size large. Besides the fact that Brooks Brothers men's sweaters are on my BOLO list right now, mainly because if you go back and watch my video about the eBay sourcing guidance tool, you'll see that Brooks Brothers sweaters was a popular brand that came up for sweaters of ones that they recommend that we source. Theirs were recommending cashmere, but also merino wool ones do good as well. So that is why I am on the lookout for these. I also picked up because it's just in really great condition, and it's got some different cable knit detail, which always helps with the sell of these items. This is just a bread and butter piece for me. This is by Lauren Ralph Lauren. One of the reasons I picked it up is because it's a size 3X. So I like putting plus size pieces. I like putting all sizes, even down to extra small. I used to look at that a lot differently. I used to only pick up things if they were like, I guess what majority of people would wear, which is like medium to large, you know, size 8 through size 12, because I thought that that would, you know, because majority of people wear that, it's kind of an average size. I thought that that would help me to get more sales, but actually, if you have some of the off-the-wall sizes, they're harder to find. So for that reason, they actually become more valuable when you have a larger size or a smaller size, because people in those sizes, which are harder to find, are willing to pay up for them because they can't find them anywhere. So I've changed my mindset on that over the last couple years. I just wanted to mention that, but I picked this one up. I'm always looking for plus size pieces now. This is just a Lauren Ralph Lauren sweater. I think this is all just 100% cotton, but historically for me personally, Lauren Ralph Lauren with nautical themes like this navy blue and white detail does really well. and because it was a plus size. So I picked it up for that reason. This brand does really, really well for me. I love picking this up, and I do look for nautical themed pieces in this brand for both men and women. This last piece is probably my favorite piece that I found over the last week, and it's actually not a really significant brand. The brand is Tribal. This is a size petite large, and I mainly picked it up just for style. I actually didn't know the brand. The brand is halfway, the tag's halfway off. I mainly picked it up for style. This feels like really nice quality, and I just absolutely love all the embroidery details throughout. I like the color scheme. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is a midnight blue. Very, very dark blue, almost black. And then it has these like gold and bronze and white details. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. The detail does come to the back of the sleeves, but then the rest of the back is plain. This can be worn open, or you can clasp it. It just has one hook and eye right here. But I thought this was just absolutely gorgeous, and even if the brand tag was missing, I still would have picked it up because I think it's such a great piece. So for that reason, I picked this one up. Alright guys, so that is the end of today's thrift haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe down below and hit the notification bell. Later on this week, I will be doing a video about how I photograph my items. It's been a frequent question I've got. In the past, I've used a couple different apps, but I'm currently using a different one than I have previously done a video on. So if you'd like to see how I get pictures, this app allows me to bulk edit photos, which is really nice. And I'm going to show you guys how I do that. So make sure you're subscribed down below if you'd like to see that upcoming video. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you in the next one.